Hello, welcome to Discord Diggers. I'm your host today, Matthew, and joining me here is my good friend and co-host Ace.
Yo,
Just
what's
be
good, guys?
just a little bit about ourselves. We're called Discord Diggers just because nowadays I feel like the most conventional way to hold conversations is through Discord, especially with everyone being chronically online. And the second part of our name, Diggers, is because we dig good topics. But today is our first episode, so we're just doing a little introductory thing for all of y'all to get to know a little bit about us. So, what we have prepared today is a quiz. What kind of insufferable man am I? Do you think you're an insufferable man?
I think a little bit.
A
I
little
got
bit?
my fair share of insufferable qualities.
Qualities for sure, for sure. Everyone talking about how they want to be performative or their looks maxing. So I'm gonna really quickly screen share and then I could do my quiz first and then we could
Alright.
compare our results and see what type of insufferable men we are. Okay. And you can see everything clearly.
Yeah,
Okay. So to start off, do you ever talk over other people?
that's a good one.
For me personally, I feel like I'm pretty respectful. I like to
Yeah,
have people have their fair share of words. Um, I would say not really. I prefer to listen. Are you an expert at anything? Um, I'm gonna be real. I feel like I'm mid. I'm a
mid.
mid
Yeah,
person. I feel like
I'm an average Joe also.
yeah, I feel like obviously both of us, we know each other. We dabble in a few hobbies here and there. We do have knowledge about real life stuff as well. But
Mm.
I feel like I'm just
Yeah, I feel like
BSing
we're
my
like
way.
a jack of all trades, master of none.
Master of None. That's a good title. I believe so.
Yeah.
Uh, but to be honest, I feel like I'm confident enough to say, yeah, I know a thing or two.
Mm.
So I'm good with that. Your ideal partner is quiet, not as smart as me, empowered, one of many.
I mean, I think I know who your ideal partner is.
You think so?
I
I
think so. Of
I feel like um I prefer my partner to be well educated. I feel like
course.
it is good to have someone capable of,
Having a
supporting
good
you, having
conversation.
good conversations, yeah. Um, bringing information and knowledge to the table, they could
Mm.
potentially educate, your future family, your friends, whoever. Um, what does one of many mean? Like, that's such a general
One
response.
of many.
Like, is that saying I have multiple ideal partners? Is that what it's?
Mm. I think that's like an average Joe, I guess they're saying. Like your ideal partner is
I
just like
guess
an
so. Okay, that
average.
does make more sense. Uh, I feel like is quiet like more defining as their personality? Because to be honest, I feel like a quiet girl isn't that bad, but I do want them to occasionally voice themselves out.
Hmm.
Um,
I feel these choices are too broad.
too broad. Uh, I think I think I'll go as quiet. I wouldn't actually no. This one's tough. Empowered, maybe,
Dang, my more like saying spanked.
that's crazy. But empowered, as in how? I feel like I'm overthinking this, but
I feel like quiet is just like a natural, like just an introverted person.
introverted. I think quiet's probably the most ideal in my opinion. I wouldn't mind a quiet girl as long as she's, able to voice herself to me at least, I'll go
No, she's not
quiet
mute.
as long as she's not mute. Crazy. Fave genre of music. We were just talking about this earlier, how we don't
You
really
were? Oh,
listen
yeah.
to music. I mean, I feel like I'm a basic person.
I don't dabble in much music.
I'm like the average.
Average.
I'm the average Asian male. I fucking listen to like R&B, EDM, K-pop, um occasionally any like nightcore stuff just because of Osu.
Into that Taylor Swift type.
Oh, yeah, white girl music. I do
Mm,
enjoy good Taylor Swift like songs. They're pretty good.
or she like trip pop.
Pretty, yeah.
Right. I think that's what she. I guess back then.
Back then, yeah. Um, but I also do enjoy listening to podcasts. I'm a huge fan of podcasts. Hence one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast, just to
I think podcasts are
ramble.
interesting.
I'm gonna go with
It's
podcasts.
fairly new. Well, not new, but more of a up and coming.
Yeah. How do you feel about sports? Um, I feel like
You were a
as
baller back then.
I was a baller back then. I enjoy playing basketball. But I do feel that as I grow older, I don't really do as much physically intense sports.
Doesn't have to be you physically doing it. Could
That's
be you
true.
watching the
Watching,
game.
no, I feel like watching a game is boring in my opinion. I feel like
Mhm.
I need to be out there playing as well.
Yeah. How'd you like this recent World Cup? Were you following that at all?
World Cup, the only reason why, I mean, I was following it occasionally here and there. But the main reason behind that was because I was trying to do some sports betting. But
Some
that it
cow sheep bets.
some Kalshi bets, but that didn't go well because obviously I was just in it for the money. I wasn't as knowledgeable as the World Cup.
All right.
Maybe future sports betting, I would probably do more research because to be honest, that was my first time betting on the World Cup, and I
Mm.
lost not a lot of money, but a decent amount. You
It
know,
didn't go too well, huh?
it didn't go too well. So, but yeah, so I do rather prefer playing sports than watching it. I
Hmm.
am, picking up golf, less intensive, but something to kill time. So I would say they're whatever. I think that's a good reason for me.
Yeah.
What kind of social media user are you? I I never post or not as like much
Yeah.
as, people who do it like almost daily, whether it be stories or actual posts.
You're not a wannabe influencer.
Yeah. There was a time back when I was a freshman in college, I was super active on TikTok when it was like, entering its prime.
Hmm.
I was trying to do like funny reels about college dorm life, like walking into your roommates like naked or something. But like obviously I got like a few thousand views, but um, you know,
Interesting. Interesting.
there was very limited ideas, like what else would be funny about college dorm life, you know?
I think TikTok was too new back then. It was still, the Vines, YouTube,
Yeah.
Shorts.
So yeah, I would say so. I guess maybe the last one. I don't use social media, use it rarely. I just check in on my friends and stuff mainly. That's about it. What's your weakness? Being too nice, not caring enough, handling rejection poorly, or being the Lulu? Oh,
I think we were talking about this the other day too.
we were talking about this the other day. We're being too nice. Nah, I think we're actually the Lulus. some of the things we talk about, are reflecting on us
I
being
hope
the
you
Lulu.
dream.
Yep.
I don't think being the Lulu is a weakness, though. It's good to dream big.
I agree. I agree. I mean, it's good to have these
Good to
type
have a
of
goal,
dreams. Yeah, sets you a goal, where you want to aim for.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially nowadays, like social media is like good to have a goal so you don't get lost in the sauce.
you think social media is good for that?
No, I think because of social media, like everyone thinks like you have to be a certain amount of successful to be, you know, living a good life. But I think as long as you have like a goal in mind, you don't get lost in the sauce of that social media bullshit.
I think I agree with you. You know, Sometimes there's a handful out there that like on social media, they they help you set goals, they're motivational. That's why there's motivational speakers and stuff, but there's, like you said, a handful where there's a lot of like BS out there where, they set unreasonable goals or careers, they do
Yeah,
this
you,
like
you know that you know that podcast where dude brings a bunch of girls and he asks like what their ideal type is,
oh,
and
I
they be
I think you
spouting
know. I think I
bullshit
know.
like
I know,
they have
yeah.
to make $1 million.
Yeah, that's no way. That's no way.
Yeah. So I think it's good to set a goal for yourself so everyone everyone sees success a different way,
Yeah,
right? And as long as it makes you happy and you're living comfortably, I think that's okay.
I would agree. I feel like, living the minimal enough to be comfort and happy. What is that called? Being min-maxing? Min-maxing? I'm a
Min
min-maxing
maxing
male.
and
But
min max your stats.
but yeah, I feel like, social media has like it's like a double-edged sword, has its pros and cons. I think that's another reason why I don't really use social media as much. I would like to check in on my friends here and there, see what's going on with their lives. Just because I feel like as we grow up, we don't really, mingle as much with a lot of our friends.
Yeah.
But I've also reduced the amount of social media I have. I occasionally offload social media apps. So sometimes, when I take forever to respond to whatever you send me, it's because like I actually have been offloading my apps, and then I've mainly just only used YouTube actually, just to that's my source of social media nowadays.
Yeah.
But anyways, going back to this weakness topic, um, how do you handle rejection? Like personally, me, it depends on what I'm being rejected for, I suppose.
Yeah. Let's say like what kind of rejection we talking about?
Uh, I feel like, when it comes to like, for example, maybe like jobs or schools or, whatever, being rejected, I'm okay, I guess. Like obviously
Yeah.
I would prefer to be accepted by those things if I did apply to them, but they don't
Mhm.
affect me as much compared to being rejected by like, asking a girl out or asking them to like date or something, you know what I mean?
I'd never know.
Um, but rejection could also mean like something you're being called out for, you know. I feel like, when I work, at my job, sometimes I get called out for mistakes. I feel like I'm a very
I don't think
stubborn
that's
person.
I don't think that's rejection. I think
I
that's
guess.
more of like you made a mistake. That's it.
Actually, I'm misreading. I'm misreading the statement. Handling rejection. For me, I tend to try to reject, like on the call outs of my mistakes, and try to
And
defend
try to
myself.
justify your
Yeah,
act.
but
Yeah. I
that's a
mean.
different thing compared to handling rejection.
Yeah.
But yeah, um to be honest, I feel like it's either not caring enough or being too nice. Uh, there's a few things where I feel like I don't care enough, and I feel like it's a flaw of mine that has, led to some outcomes in
That's
life. But
that's definitely me. Not caring enough.
um, there's also being too nice. I do have experiences where I'm too nice,
I agree. You are too nice.
but there's a lot of times where, like whether it be at work, social interactions or whatever, it just wouldn't, go well, or my relationships, whether it be like actual romantic relationships or just like friendships or acquaintances, whatever, it just
Mhm.
wouldn't come out the way that I thought would be expected. So I think I'm
Yeah.
just choose that, being too nice. How many books did you read or pretend to read in the last year? I'm gonna be real, I
Ooh.
don't I don't read. I don't read. Nowadays I don't read. So I guess I put zero. But if it does mean in context of like words that equate to books, I probably read a lot of words through text or,
Yeah, I mean, you're studying to be a
subtitles of shows.
studying, right? I think studying counts towards reading.
That's true. I'm in school still, so I'm studying, but I breeze through things. I don't really do all the fine print stuff. Which quote resonates with you the most? Work hard, have fun, make history by Jeff Bezos. Good artists borrow, great artists steal. If you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. And the last one is find what you love and let it kill you. These are very generic ass quotes. Um,
You know what that last quote was? You know that one podcast where that woman goes, "Don't love your job, job your love."
I haven't seen that or heard that.
Yeah, that reminds me of some bull, some BS.
Is that similar to like your job killing you because you hate it or you love it? I don't know.
Don't know, man. That lady was lost.
I would need to. I would need to see that or hear that later if you
Yeah,
could send me that. Um. So
should
I
read the
mean,
comments section.
what happened?
Read the comments section.
Probably it's one of those.
It's one of those.
So I'll probably um get rid of the last one because, to be honest, finding what you love, but just to find love to destroy you is not it for me. Um, unless you're not dead, but you work hard for it is essentially what it's saying. You work hard to get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's the
Find
same
what
thing as the first quote, I guess.
you. Yeah.
Work hard, have fun, and make history. Mm, the artist quote, I feel like I don't have anything that reflects that as of now. Other than my schoolwork. But I would probably say the first one.
Yeah, work hard, have fun, and make history.
Yeah, I feel like I have not been in a situation where I've been at my worst and has told somebody that if they can't handle me, they don't deserve me.
I
And I
think
feel
I'm
like
always
I'm
the
not at my
worst.
prime too. So yeah. So I'll go with the first one. What's your pet peeve? Tipping culture? How every movie now is a reboot or sequel? Phonies? Women who only date men over 6 feet. Mm,
No. Head peas. I hate it when people chew with their mouth open.
I agree. Dude, they be
Just hear
chew.
them smacking their lips.
I know, smacking their lips, or when they're chewing, like shit flies out. Um, I feel like tipping culture, I don't really care. I mean, obviously, I wish it was not a thing, in my opinion. When going to like Japan, tipping is not a thing because I
I
guess
think US is like
the only one of the few
a
only that
yeah
tips.
that tips.
Yeah, because like I guess Japan culture, if you tip them, it's like they're saying they're not doing good enough. So do you need to
Considering, yeah, right.
you need to give some extra money as an incentive for them to do a better job. But here in the US, tipping culture is like
Tipping is almost like
a norm.
expected,
Yeah.
an expectation.
But it's not enough to be a pet peeve.
Right.
I mean, I have my experiences where like I don't tip or whatever, and then the person, serving me or like helping me or whatever is like giving me a look or like
Yeah.
they actually
I had a
verbally say
crazy,
like what the heck.
crazy experience. We left a tip. We left the restaurant, and the server actually ran out the restaurant and asked if we left a tip.
No, that's doing too
That
much.
was
That's too
crazy.
much. Yeah, I feel like that's too much. Like what the heck?
Yeah, like they actually ran out the store and asked if we left a tip.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only reason, or not the only reason, but the only few times where it is a pet peeve where they're doing too much just to earn
We're
that
doing
extra
too
buck.
much.
Like,
Right.
um, but yeah, tipping culture for me personally, not enough to be a pet peeve, but it is annoying sometimes here and there.
Hmm.
Especially like places that you do takeout or like
Yeah, take
boba
yeah,
shops or
they expect a
cafes.
tip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I know they're working hard,
Right.
um doing customer service and stuff like that's not easy, but um it's not like I don't know. I mean, I used to work in food industry. I do enjoy good tip, but
Hmm.
at the same time I don't care as much whether people tip or not.
Yeah, and they expect a tip even though they did a terrible job.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah. The second option, how every movie now is a reboot or sequel. I feel like just like the first option of the tipping culture, that's not enough to be a pet peeve. But I do
Yeah.
agree that a lot of movies now do try to reuse ideas, or there actually are reboots or sequels to whatever.
I think a big problem too, not trying to get political or anything, but they're trying to make a movie politically correct.
I feel like
Meaning like
yeah,
diversity quotas or like inclusion.
yeah. I mean, it's not just
It's not a bad thing, but I think it's
yeah. That's the same thing
at
with
least
like
what a movie could
a
be.
lot of like shows too, like shows, animes, cartoons, even like kid shows. They're trying to
Right.
like educate, you know, like you said, not trying to get political or anything, or trying to justify or prove anything wrong as well. But I'm just saying, like a lot of it are like being reformed to educate or try to promote certain things.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes they do it too much, where like it
Kind of like pushing it
ruins.
down our
Yeah,
throats.
it's not. It doesn't help the rating of the show at all, or
Yeah.
movie as well. It doesn't, because like for example, maybe the movie is supposed to have a plot that describes a certain journey or story, but it ends
Right.
up being entirely about that one thing that they're trying to like enforce or educate instead.
Exactly.
It's like really, I'd rather like watch a lecture on this instead of watching this movie if I came here to the movies or whatever just to expect something else.
Yeah.
But but again, it is a good way to, promote, market those ideas or
It is.
ideologies.
It
But
is.
um but yeah, but going back to the quiz, not a pet
Not
peeve.
really a pet peeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phonies. Is that essentially saying that your pet peeve
Like
is
frauds.
dealing with LARPers?
Seems like it.
Mm, have you ever LARPed or like,
I've not.
tried to play it bigger
I've
or
never
better?
tried to LARP.
I'm trying to think of any times I have, and I'm pretty sure there has been times where I did make an emphasis on things here and there, but not to the extreme, you know. I wouldn't be going out of my way to rent like a Ferrari and like post it online being like new whip type.
Right.
So
Like those people who film in their cars and just, you know,
yeah.
fully ample wad of cash.
And they're like, hold up, wait. I need to return the car in like 1 hour.
All those influencers who rent that jet
Yeah.
and pretend they're flying.
There was this one, I forgot if it's a reel or YouTube short that I saw a while back. And
Hmm.
it was some dude flexing like cash on his bed. It was like a wad of like $50 bills like all over the place.
Interesting.
And then he was like talking about how everyone needs to get his need to get their money up, you know, take his courses and stuff or whatever. But in the comment section, someone's like, "All right, buddy, no need to use prop money." And then like, you know, I think it's Instagram where like you could add, or TikTok where you could add pictures now to the comments. I think
Yeah, yeah.
pictures or like gifs or whatever.
Hmm.
Gifs. And then one like a lot of the comments were like posting of like zoom in versions
Like
of
Monopoly money.
screenshots of the video. Yeah, and it showed on the bills prop money, not legal to use or whatever. It was
Oh my
so
god.
funny. But yeah, LARPers. I feel like again they're not a pet peeve, but I I prefer not to deal with them.
Hmm.
I do appreciate a good honest person.
Yeah.
Um, Women who only date men over 6 feet.
I
I
feel like that's so weird.
That has always been like a thing.
Yeah.
Um, you know, they prefer to date men at a certain height. Do you think that's equivalent to men asking
Asking
women
women
how
their
much they
weight.
weigh? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Do you think that's equivalent, or do you think that's just like an entirely different thing? You know,
I think it's an entirely different thing,
I feel like
right?
I agree
Because
too.
women who say they want like a man who's 6 feet, I think there's been like research where they'll say like it's to feel safe,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. Uh,
But
but I feel like
I mean,
women
you're
having,
6 feet but you're like 110 pounds? I don't think you'll feel very safe.
uh, that's true, but sometimes I feel like some women do have a preference on the height, regardless of like the weight and structure.
Hmm.
You know, um, it could be a height thing too. Maybe it could be a tall woman. You know, I
Yeah,
appreciate my tall woman. Maybe they just
true.
want someone to match their height, just so you know,
That's true.
it's more of a comfort at their eye level, I suppose.
They want to make a super baby,
Maybe that, you know, they're planning to have a whole roster of NBA players or something.
maybe.
Um, but yeah, like I think asking for weight is an entirely different thing.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
something different.
you know, I'm be real, you know, been on dating apps, there has never been an option to input your weight. I feel like, you
Crazy.
know,
I think that's our new app idea.
adding
You gotta
weight,
input your weight.
people have a weight preference. But that could be misleading though, you know, like muscles are dense, so they're much heavier than just like, you know, fat or water weight.
Yeah.
What if you're like a 5'10" dude, but you're like 250 pounds, but it's because you're like super jacked.
And you gotta put your pictures up.
That's true.
You gotta show them. Show them you're a big buff dude.
With that being said, what are your thoughts on like I guess like catfishing? Because you know, since we're talking about women who only date over 6 feet, some people have a preference on, you know, physical features. But
Hmm.
what if it's just a whole catfish, whether it be a dude or a girl? Do you think people should be more open about posting raw pictures, or do you think posting your good side, edited pictures, or should still be a thing?
Good question. I feel like that brings up to the phonies, right?
That's true. That's true.
You're not being real to yourself and to others.
I appreciate a natural looking individual.
I think I do too.
You're naturally good looking.
That's crazy. Thank you though.
But pet peeve wise, none of these are pet peeves. I'm gonna be real. Um,
Yeah.
uh, cause I don't know. I feel like phonies is definitely it.
I feel like
Cause
phonies would be the biggest
biggest pet peeve for me. Cause like
pet
we
peeve.
said, tipping culture, not really a pet peeve. Could be annoying at times, but
Hmm.
um, working the food industry, I do understand. People wanting or customer service at least wanting tips, but um movies, shows being reboots or sequels, I feel like that's not bad.
That's not
Maybe
really.
the
Yeah.
remakes or whatever could be much better than the original.
Hmm.
And then I feel like women who only date men over 6 feet is just a preference. Everyone has their
There's a preference.
preferences.
Right.
So phonies for sure. Gotta add.
Right. Nice
Uh,
ad. You gotta watch the ad for your results.
I'm an alpha male.
You're an alpha male.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Just like that. I have an alpha mindset. Thank you. Anyways, since we finished my quiz, I guess it's your turn. I guess I'm an alpha male. Let's see what you are.
All right. So I guess it's time to see what kind of insufferable man I am. I think this time will be a little quick. We discussed most of the options.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I ever talk over other people? And definitely more of a listener, like you are. But I got the occasional talk over. But
I feel like it's only good if you need to voice an opinion out or.
all right, you're trying to correct someone
Yeah.
that I'm mistaken by you. Yeah. All right. Are you an expert at anything?
Like I think like we mentioned earlier, we do have a few dabbles here and there.
Yeah.
I feel like you are more knowledgeable in certain subjects or
Yeah.
things
But
compared to me, but
you know what they say? There's always someone better than you. All right.
yeah, there always is.
I think I would say, I think I know a thing or two.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a complete expert, but not a complete noob.
That's good. That's a good safe choice.
Yeah. All right. My ideal partner. Think myself, I think I'm a quiet person. So I think it'd be interesting if both of us were quiet.
You think so?
Right. Yeah. Like who's gonna tell the waiter they messed up my order?
You guys would
It
just
ain't
be
gonna be
sitting
me.
there
It
and
ain't
then
gonna be me.
you guys would just be sitting there just eating it and like,
Yeah.
oh man, oh
Like,
well, it's
oh
just
man.
whatever.
Man, I wish I got my correct order. I mean, I wouldn't mind if they're
I think both
not as
you and
smart as me, but I wouldn't mind if they're smarter than me either.
that's true, that's true.
Right.
I was gonna say, I think both you and we out of these options here, we probably prefer the quiet one. But I do
I
have
think
to
that would, yeah.
admit, like, there's times where I do wish there was, someone opposite of me actually. Um,
Yeah, yeah. That's what they say, opposites attract.
that's true. Knowing us, we are a bit, or for me personally, I'm more of an introvert.
I'm yeah, definitely an introvert.
So I do wish, at times my partner would be a yapper or someone more energetic to bring out that side of me.
Hmm.
But for now, from these set of options, I do prefer
The quiet
quiet
one.
one. Yeah,
Mm. You know what? I think I'd prefer an average Joe.
an
Just
average
like
Joe.
myself. A one of many.
Okay, that's interesting. That's
I think
interesting.
just the average Joe is nice. All right. Favorite genre of music? We were discussing earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not much a music connoisseur, but when I was younger, I used to listen to a lot of pop, American pop. Dabbled in a little bit of that Taylor Swift, One Direction type.
I mean, now you do listen to a form of pop. You know,
Uh, K-pop.
that's still
Yeah,
you could still say
I
pop.
think we can consider that as pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. See,
Sports. I guess
you
back
used
then,
to play volleyball still.
I was into sports. I used to watch sports. There wasn't much entertainment back then, so sports was pretty big.
You
But
you
nowadays, I feel like there's so much more to do, so much different types of
than
entertainment,
just sports.
just sports. And I feel like nowadays sports feels too rigged.
Sure.
With the introduction of gambling,
Yeah,
I think there's so much incentives.
talking about sports nowadays being rigged. That's what a lot of people are saying in regards to the World Cup. You know how you brought up World Cup earlier for me?
Yeah,
A lot of people were saying that, obviously me being who I am, I'm not knowledgeable. Don't quote me on anything on this, but from
right.
what I hear online, a lot of people were saying the games were rigged and then,
Mm,
they end up losing money and stuff. I mean, that's the risk you have when you do bet on, sports or in general actually.
yeah,
You have a risk of losing money, but a lot of people were saying that the games were low key rigged. Certain unnecessary calls were made or unfair calls.
or certain players. I'm
Yep,
not
certain
gonna name
players as
any
well.
names.
So so yeah, I feel like now sports is just a monopoly, a way to get money out of people.
Yeah,
That's why I prefer
but
playing it.
yeah, will be the riggers.
But
But yeah, I think low key, I'd rather read a book.
that's interesting. That's a good choice. No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of social media user are you? I mean, like you would. I never post. It's more to just see what people are up to.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like catching up with friends. I mean, I can count on one hand how many friends I keep up with,
Hmm.
so I don't really need social media for that. But I definitely am a lurker. Yeah, I like to see what people are up to. But
Hey, it
yeah,
might change, You might need to start posting clips,
yeah, you never
post
know.
post ads,
Right.
whatever. But
Have
for
chat,
now,
clip it,
yeah,
yeah, clip it.
clip a chat. Things are about to change.
And what's your weakness? I think similar to you. I think being too nice.
Yeah.
But definitely know when people are taking advantage of me. I definitely know when that happens. Uh,
I feel like you do. I feel like knowing you, I feel like you do have very established boundaries or like,
yeah,
when it's time to like, say something or do
I
something.
know when to say something or when to cut someone off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just gonna sit there and take it. No, not caring enough. I want to say yeah. Not caring, not for another person, but I feel like myself.
Uh,
Like I feel like with school. Don't really care about it. You know, like future wise, I wasn't really thinking of my future. I didn't really care about it. Um,
I feel like that was me too. I kind of wish I was able to, go back in
I should
time.
take it more serious, a little
Yeah,
more
and yeah,
serious.
more serious, definitely more serious. I'm gonna be real, like now going through undergrad and now trying to continue with school, um, I definitely feel like the socializing part isn't as important, I feel like I tried to socialize a lot, go to a lot of these events and stuff,
Mm,
but personally for me, obviously building connections is important, but I
definitely, but
feel
that's only
like,
half the
yeah,
equation.
I feel like if I just took it more seriously, I probably could have been more advanced in life in terms of education, probably lead to, better career routes and stuff, but here we are.
Here we are trying to make a podcast.
Call it Discord diggers.
Discord diggers. But yeah, I feel like that's my work. Just not caring enough
Uh-huh.
to change. Yeah. How many books did you pretend to read in the last year?
No, you're definitely a reader compared
So
to me.
yeah, I mean, not books, but I do read like novels online. Um,
I feel like those count as books, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure a handful of people would consider light novels, manga, manhwa, whatever, to be
I
books.
think I could. I mean, I
Maybe
guess I could say 8 plus. It's just that everything I'm reading is like an
thing.
ongoing story,
Yeah.
right?
And that's
So
chill.
I never finished a book, but I am like, in the middle of it.
That's true. I mean, like, if you read multiple books of a series, that's essentially equates to your story not finishing, but multiple parts, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Sorry, I'll put 8 plus.
Okay.
All right. Which quote resonates you with the most? Work hard, have fun, and make history. Definitely not, because I don't think I'm a hard worker, but I do know how to have fun.
That's good. I mean, personal, I feel like you're a hard worker. Maybe like
I mean, hardworking in the stuff
definition,
that I
because
enjoy,
yeah, I guess that's true.
hobby stuff. But like work wise, I don't think I'm a hard worker, to be honest.
You're a min maxer at work.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I'm fast at work. I do my job fast, but I don't think I'm working hard.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, definitely think I can work harder. Uh, good artists borrow, great artists steal. I mean, I don't know. I'm not into theft.
You stole my heart.
That's crazy.
No, but
That's
for
crazy.
real though, I feel like that quote only applies to I guess people who are actually more,
I think someone who
yeah,
creates
create
stuff.
on the creative spectrum, whether it be
Yeah,
artists, musicians,
right.
architects, those type of
Exactly.
people. But
I mean, nowadays you can just use AI.
that's true.
Yeah. If you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best. I kind of like this quote. All
I
right.
mean, that's good.
I think I think I'm at my worst. I'm always at my worst.
Me too.
And I think that, finding that one partner where you can, build each other up and be at your best together. Right. I think
That's important.
that's interesting. Yeah. Find what you love and let it kill you. Uh, I think that's pretty important nowadays, right? Especially in this job market where you're just trying to find something to make a
Uh-huh.
living, right? So I think it's important that you find like what you love to do and just not let it go.
Mhm.
Because you'd rather die doing something you love than die doing something you absolutely hate.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I think number 4, I like this.
Okay.
Find what you love and let it kill you. And biggest pet peeve. Like we said earlier, tipping culture, it's more of an annoyance.
Yep. It's not
Every
that important.
movie, yeah, every movie's a reboot or a sequel. You know, it's whatever. Could be better, could be worse, but
Yeah.
just entertainment. Who cares? Women who only date men over 6 feet. Like we said earlier, it's just a preference,
Yeah.
right?
Nothing wrong with having your preferences.
Maybe I like women who are under 4 feet.
Yeah. Nothing
Weird,
wrong with
but
that.
it's a preference.
Hey, who
All
says it's
right.
weird? I think it's normal too. I
All
think it's
right.
normal.
All right.
You're
You want to
right.
do a
I
midget?
think it's
All right.
normal. Yeah. Who said they're a midget, you know?
That's true. That's true. Just because they're under 4 feet doesn't mean they're a midget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, totally normal to
Yeah.
have that preference.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think phonies. I
Hmm.
think that'd be my biggest pet peeve. Because, like, why are you trying to be someone or something you're not just to, appease people?
I agree.
Like, what are you going to do when they find out you're a phony?
Yep.
I
I
think
feel
it's
like,
better to just be yourself and the
uh,
people like you for who you are.
yeah. I feel like it just ruins your personality or in character just being a phony or like a LARPer, you know?
Yeah.
And then are you really happy or being true to yourself doing all that unnecessary stuff, you know? I feel
Hmm.
like
Yeah, I agree.
so phonies is definitely, I guess the pet peeve out of all these options here.
I think so too.
All right.
All right.
Lock it in.
What am I? What am I? Let me run this ad.
You downloaded
I'm gonna download it real quick.
a
Ooh,
male
I'm a male
manipulator.
manipulator.
Whoa.
Oh, okay, okay.
Whoa. I wonder
I'm a
why
master
though.
manipulator. So
Male
got that
manipulator.
puzzled, bleary-eyed, just rolled out of bed look. I do have like a sleepy look.
Whoa, I didn't realize there was that description. Let me see if I can pull my alpha male thing out.
And it took you 2 hours to achieve. Your tuner bow says, if a double-decker bus crashes into us, to die by our side is such a heavenly way to die. Hey
Crazy.
man, that's
Bus couldn't.
bus kun.
Bus couldn't.
Bus kun. And it works about half of the time.
Interesting.
That's a weird pickup line. If
That
if
is a
I
weird
were to, if
pickup
I were to
line.
say that, that's a weird pickup line.
That is a weird pickup line. I would
Yeah,
not be interested.
I would not be interested in myself. I think I'm a psychopath. The
Uh,
Smiths just get you. You tell your dates, or maybe it's the National or Radiohead or Alex G or some other soulful and sensitive band that makes you seem soulful and sensitive by association. But who knows? Maybe you actually are. Who's the Smiths?
I have no idea. Maybe they're like a
Who are
band
who
or a
are the
group. I'm pretty sure they're a group. That makes sense. We're not trying to call out any
yeah,
Caucasian family out there.
male
Um,
manipulator starter pack.
that's
Vans
crazy.
skate shoes. Hey, all of high school I did wear skate shoes.
That's what I feel like too. I feel like
Yeah,
you're the type of dude to wear black Vans with laces.
weren't Vans, but some DC shoes, DC skate
Yeah.
shoes. I mean, they're comfortable, but no foot support at all.
First name basis with local Goodwill employee.
Boys,
That is so weird. What
I mean,
aspect
I
makes
think
you a
I'm
male manipulator by having
first
that?
name basis with CVS employees.
That's true.
Journaling in public. Yeah, you'd never catch me journaling in
Yeah,
public or ever.
that is this is a weird starter pack that they
This
formulated.
is a weird side effect.
All right, let
I feel
me.
like this male manipulator is just like a in the feels type. You're in
Yeah,
touch with your feelings person.
let me
All
share my
right.
screen really quick for you in
Let's see what you
case if you
got.
can
Let's see
see,
what you
and then
got.
I'll read. So as I got earlier, my result was me being an alpha male. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but the description says you're a growth maxing, protein shake swilling, axe wearing high value male. I do want to state I don't wear axe. I wear
But you wear deodorant?
I wear deodorant, but like Axe has like that male coated scent, I guess is a way to describe
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
I like wearing I think it's like
I like
some
feminine scents.
me too. I was about to say that, but I didn't want to
Yeah.
I didn't want to like give off the vibe that
You're an alpha male, right?
I'm an
It's
alpha
alright.
male. Yeah, I'm
It's
not
alright.
trying to
I'm a male manipulator, so it's okay. I'm in my feels.
play it off, or anything because I'm an alpha male, certified alpha male here. But yeah, I do prefer a good lavender scented deodorant that I use. It's like a
I feel like male
pH
scents are just
too much.
like ocean breeze.
Like what the heck is ocean breeze?
Yeah, what is that? Like the salt water?
I'm telling you, some of those polluted beaches out there are like unpleasant to smell.
Yeah. You smell that Boyle Heights.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hey, imagine that being your cologne. Boyle Heights rotten.
And to our listeners or watchers out there, Boyle Heights in Southern California is suffering from what, like a rotten food aroma that spread it
Yeah,
throughout the local cities. So it just smells like rotten food. And the heat during the summertime makes it
even
extremely
worse.
worse. Yeah. But going back to the first sentence, yeah, I do prefer wearing feminine deodorant scents, but
Mhm.
I do have to admit, um, I do stick with one cologne that's somewhat male coded. It's a Gucci Guilty cologne, and
Mm.
I like it personally. It's a bit
I
strong,
did
but
hear that women deodorants suck.
how so? Like not long
Like,
lasting, or is it
I
too?
think it's I think it's like not long lasting or like it doesn't work or like the scents are no good.
I feel like I do agree though. I feel like male scents tend to stand out more compared to female scents
Hmm. I don't think it's the scent, but I think it's like the functionality of the deodorant's
functionality.
no good.
I'm no expert, so but yeah, I feel like if you're in a crowd of people, you would probably more likely smell.
The Indian person.
That's crazy.
Oh, you gotta edit that out. You gotta, you gotta edit that out.
Chat clip that.
Oh shit.
No, but like I feel like you would either smell someone with a bad BO or
That,
a
yo, yeah, that's like
male
the worst.
individual with a
30 sprays of
crazy,
cologne.
yeah, they basically sprayed the entire can of cologne or whatever bottle or vial or container that
Yeah.
it's in all over them,
Yep.
compared to like a female who sprayed perfume or something.
Hmm.
Protein shakes swilling. I feel like I don't drink shakes for protein, but I do have to admit
You
I
shake that ass though.
occasionally. But um yeah, I drinking this whey clear whey protein. It basically tastes like juice or like lemonade because it's lemon
Mhm.
flavor. Much easier than those chunky,
I feel like
nasty protein shakes.
that's weird though. Like a lemonade flavor.
I think I got
Because is it like a Is the drink not like creamy, or is it
No, it's
more
not.
like
It's not. It's actually
refreshing?
it's more like juice.
Okay.
Maybe one day
Because
I'll
because I know
give you
like those
some
whey proteins, it makes the water kind of like
cloudy or chunky.
silky or like
Uh-huh.
creamy. I don't know the
No, no,
texture.
no, no, no. I found one that was really good. It goes down like juice. So I've been on that. Um, but continuing on with the description, you're dedicated to self-improvement and spend a lot of time listening to podcasts. You lift like your life depends on it, and you talk about lifting like your life depends on it too. I'm gonna stop myself right there because I don't lift
Yeah,
crazy like that. You
you
know,
just lift the fork to your mouth.
pretty much, pretty much. But I mean, like um, yeah, I'm not like a gym rat or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, I am not dedicated to self improvement. I do have to admit.
Mhm. I
Like
mean, I think you have
I've been trying
like
to
not
take,
dedicated, but I think there is some self improvement.
yeah, been trying. Um, and for podcasts, I'm gonna be real. I only listen to like a few podcasts here and there. But I guess that's the most accurate statement so far. Your arms get tired from carrying your arms all day. You're the top dog, bruh. You've got your tickets to the gun show. Strong muscle emoji. All jokes aside, the thing is, being an alpha male is like being in a fight club. Real alphas don't have to talk about it. So let's move on.
Interesting.
What is there to talk about, right? What is there to
Yeah.
talk about? I'm
I
just
don't know.
naturally a natural alpha male.
Yeah.
The starter pack is Marcus Aurelius Meditations, a gym
Okay.
membership, and creatine. Uh, I canceled my gym membership a while back. I feel like
Did you have like a toxic gym?
I wouldn't say toxic gym, but the rates they had was terrible, or like it
It was
would
like increasing
increase every
every year.
year. Yeah, I remember. So this gym I used to go to that I have a membership, paid $200 for an annual, membership back in like I don't know 2022 something like that,
Mm.
and then each year until now it was increasing like $100 or so a year, and that's when
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
crazy. And you didn't get
yeah,
any special perks either.
yeah, no special perks. The same perks remained the entire time as the price increase. And knowing me, I'm not as consistent as I'd like to be, so I didn't make the most out of the money. So, I decided to just not get a gym membership, buy some weights and stuff at home. That's what I've been doing mainly. Um, for creatine, I've been taking creatine recently. I had some people tell me that it's unnecessary because I'm not really like lifting like heavy, like my
Lifting.
life depends on
Yeah.
it. But apparently it's good for your brain as well,
See, you're building your brain.
pretty much. I mean, it's good to have a good brain.
Good brain game.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess now everyone knows that in this podcast, there's a certified alpha male and a certified male manipulator. Crazy
You get
enough.
beta male.
Maybe it's inaccurate, but who knows? For now, we're that. Um, yeah, that's a good introductory episode. Just wanted to let y'all know the type of individuals we are, you know,
Hmm.
and then
What
we
kind
go.
of, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we ended now.
We need an ending.
We need an ending for sure. But
We need an
anyways, we
ending,
hope
guys.
you guys come
Enjoy that
back,
episode of
yeah,
Discord Diggers.
and come back to see what the future holds with our more interesting takes. Because, like you already know, we diggers love a good. No. Wait, no.
Conversation.
Wait, that's the wrong. Wait, no,
No, we
no.
dig a good
We diggers
conversation.
dig a good conversation. Yes.
All right. See you guys on the next episode.